Hello everyone, this is Deaga, and today we go after Mizutsune in the Rise demo. I'm trying out the Brazilian Portuguese localization, so don't mind the weird text on the screen. It's not weird to me at all. And I hope TA rules allow for palamutes when the actual game comes out. Otherwise I'll riot because I don't want to rush these huge maps on food. And Sis is begging for attention, so I think you may have heard some meowing there. I'll walk her after record this. I'm just running to Mizutsune here. I have no idea if this route is optimal. I didn't watch any actual Mizutsune runs yet. Grab the extra wire bug because that's something. Drop down, missed that on purpose. I want to get the wild swings and the heavy slam there. If the dog doesn't hit it first, there's time to use the silk bind attack to avoid the roller. So we no longer have Power Axe in Rise. It's being replaced by something called Maximum Potency. It's also activated by a heavy slam, so it activates the same way, but it does something different. It helps amp build a bit faster. It still takes forever though. But yeah, that's why I wanted it early in the hunt. So dodge these bubbles there, stop to taunt after that a tiny bit. Take a pot shot, dodge that, and keep poking with the sword. Do some axe attacks, use the silk bind to close the gap and avoid the roller. This attack's actually a lot better than I thought at first. I didn't like it much at first because it moves you around too much. It's hard to aim at a specific hit zone. But it's super strong anyway, and it's a great gap closer. Got amp, so let's go for the ZST. And got the head topple there, so do an early cancel. We're out of sword gauge, so just do amp wild swings. This is super strong. You can see the amp hits do half the wild swing damage. So that's a huge power buff for wild swings. I'm just trying to hit it with the silk bind here. You can spam it, kinda. The cooldown isn't really too long, so it's generally fine. Do a morphing sweep here because it's what the opening allows me to do. But it's not nearly as strong as in World, so I don't think we'll be just spamming more sweeps in next mode anymore. Cancel that early. Stops to taunt there, but I didn't notice. I was out of sword gauge, so I did the manual reload. Ideally, you'll never want to do that. Like, the silk bind reloads much better. And I have the bubble status. It's much more annoying than GU jitters. Yeah, I wanted to jump over that. If it does that vertical water beam, always do the sweeping one later. I just took too long to dodge that. Use that to close the gap. And once again a morphing sweep, just to... That's what you can do in that opening. I got super lucky with that discharge dunk. I just wanted to feel some amp. The normal discharge is the one attack in sword mode that builds more amp now. The A attacks all build small amounts, just like the X attacks, but a discharge, especially if you go all the way, will build a lot of amp. An early cancel discharge will build less though. Use the silk bind to dodge the roller and close the gap as usual. Not really dodge the roller, but power through it. And that's something interesting they changed. I did not do that early cancel on purpose. The second the monster decides to flee, you will detach from it from a ZSD. You need to do the early cancel. In World, it will automatically cancel into the full explosion if the monster went out of bounds. But here in Rise, it's just the monster decided it's going to flee, you explode prematurely right away. I think it's enraging here, just went Unga Boonga. And got lucky that I didn't get bubbled. Yeah, dodge that one. You have to be really careful with that huge water bubble. It's hurts a ton. Got a trip here, out of Firebug, so we have to walk with. And I'll get the Heavy Slam for the maximum potency buff once again. Deal that amp once more. I think the Palamute took that huge bubble for me. And just attacking, like spamming buttons. You can't even see what's going on. Yeah, I tried to close the gap, but I went over it instead. So get the sword and keep attacking to build that amp. Got an amp doing a ZSD. And use the Silk Bind to power through the rower. The ZSD now has super armor built into. You can power through Mizutsune's rower, but I don't know if it's just a low grade rower, so if it has lower plugs like in Road, or if the super armor just powers through all rowers. I think it's the second one, but I can't be sure yet. Use the Heavens for just to extend the combo and do another discharge. Missed the initial thrust, it's not a ZSD, but okay, cancel early. Use the Silk Bind to close the gap. And then I use the other Silk Bind to refill the sword gauge. Yeah, got one more combo here. Use the Mega Potions, healing for a ton of HP, no wonder damage for the monsters is so high. Yeah, the Sword Refuge art has invincibility right at the start, so I could power through the huge bubble. Ironic, right? The other Silk Bind's called Invincible Gambit, but it's not invincible at all. And the energy charge is invincible, so yeah. Bounce for the 4 legs, whoopsie. Yeah, dodge that, poke a bit. Power through with the Silk Bind and throw into sword, keep attacking. It's exhausted, so we'll just do a discharge here to build amp. They won't attack back now. Sword again, got an amp. And I wanted to ZSD, you can see another property of ZSD here. It decided it was going to play, so I can't even latch to it. It just does the normal discharge with no latching instead. And then it flees like super fast. So call the dog. It's going back to area 6, so let's run over there. We also sharpen while moving there, because look at the sharpness, man, Jesus. Gotta go fast. There's Mizutsune. Yeah, use the wire bud to get a first blood on it. I wanted to hit the discharge or use it the wrong way, but the hitbox is huge, so I still hit the actual explosion. That's okay. Another one, and that's that. Yeah, that's not a big YOLO there. You can see the completion time is 9 minutes. We won't get 20 seconds in the demo, so yeah, 9 minutes is all we got. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I'm still a bit conflicted on Rise's switch hacks. The new morphs are cool, like the new morph track, super strong. I think I should use that more. I'm not using it as much as I should, I think. Even X mode in general, I barely even use the Fade Slash, for example. I think I could use those more. But I'm very conflicted on the new amps. Affecting X mode is great, of course, but it builds up way too slowly and it still only lasts for the 45 seconds. So that's a lot of work for a buff that lasts very little. I don't know, maybe we're just overrating amps. Maybe we can do fine without it and use it as a super state, maybe not as a required state. Or maybe the bursts are buffed, like was doing half damage from the wild swings. Maybe that's some buff to amp damage. I don't know, I have to check that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya, bye bye!